Hey everybody, this is Rev J with Rev J Rides. We are in Kentucky today. We went to Kentucky today so that I could take a look at a really cool monument. A monument to Jefferson Davis. Yes, you heard me right. The one and only Confederate president. Wow. Now, I know that in some ways this could be controversial. I don't mean for it to be controversial. This is just a cool monument in history to me. All of history is important to me. Doesn't matter which side you're on. It's just history. It's just factual stuff. And so here we are in this very pretty country here in Kentucky, riding up. We're in the middle of nowhere. It looks like there's nothing around. But you're going to see in a minute, oh, there it is right there, this giant monument. It's something like 30 stories tall, which is very tall when the tallest other object out here is like a silo or something that might be 3 or 4 stories tall. 30 stories versus 4 stories. It's a big difference. Look at that. And we're still a pretty decent amount of ways from it. Big old monument. Looks a lot like the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. It's built out of different material. This was built out of concrete. We'll get more details after we go in. I would say to anybody, if you are interested in history, you need to go see this place. It's something to see. We're going to take a look at a few of these plaques and read over some of those. We'll get some history while we're here, but there's nothing like you seeing it for yourself. I'll guarantee you that. Notice this is a state historical site, not a national. The United States of America does not recognize Jefferson Davis in any way, shape, or form. To them, he was a criminal. To us, I guess. I'm part of the United States. It was just a different time in history, in my opinion. That is a very large monument. Let me see if I can get this from up here. Here are a few other angles that we can see it from my other camera as we ride up. That is one tall monument. Jefferson Davis was said to be a good Christian man. That might surprise people, but he was a man of integrity, they believe. If you read his stuff, I think you'd be hard pressed to find anything that would make him too bad. I understand that in history, it was time for the Confederate States to come to an end because it supported slavery, and that should not be. So God probably had his hand in this, no doubt. But as far as Jefferson Davis was concerned, he was a human being who was trying to do the best he could under the circumstances. It seems, if you read his writings. So here I am with the Jefferson Davis Monument. I'll show you that. Let's see if I can get a picture of it. My goodness. Take a look at how tall this thing is. It's amazing. But I wanted to read this plaque to you. Jefferson Davis, salute to Kentucky. Kentucky, my own, my native land. God grant that peace and plenty may ever run throughout your borders. God grant that your sons and daughters may ever rise to illustrate the fame of their dead fathers, and that wherever the name of Kentucky is mentioned, Every hand shall be lifted and every head bowed, for all that is grand, all that is glorious, all that is virtuous, all that is honorable and manly. This is from the address that he made here on his last visit to his birthplace. This is his birthplace. He visited here last in November of 1886. So 138 years ago. At that time, he presented the site of the cabin in which he was born to the Bethel Baptist Church. He also presented a communion service, which is still kept in church. So that was a long time ago, obviously, but the Bethel Baptist Church, I'm not sure which is which. There it is. I believe that's Bethel Baptist Church. But, I'm going to take a look around. This is an awesome place with historical meaning, historical value. This is the Jefferson Davis Monument. S.F. Crecelius engineered it. J.R. Gregg was the contractor. Took him from 1917 to 1924 to complete it. So it is 100 years old now. There is an elevator inside made by American Elevator and Machine Company. And you can actually ride that elevator up. You've got to go in and get a ticket. I won't be doing that today. I got to ride, I got to go. But the elevator tours are from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can get an elevator ride up to the top. Here is a statue of Jefferson Davis here on the park grounds. It's odd to me, he kind of resembles Abraham Lincoln. It's odd that the President of the United States and the President of the Confederate States had similar styles and everything back then, I guess. I am at the Jefferson Davis Memorial, and this is
Donita.
All right. Hey, Miss Donita, good to see you. Can you tell us a little bit about this monument out here?
Well, this is Jefferson Davis' birthplace, so that's why the monument's here.
Okay.
And it's 351 feet tall, and it goes 19 feet underneath. As far as foundation goes, its walls are 7 feet thick, go up to 2 feet.
7 feet thick. I used to be a concrete man, so I know what that's like. That's crazy.
Wow. So when you get up, you can't look down. We take you up in the elevator if it was running. Right now, it's down for repairs.
Okay, all right.
So, but when we got up to the top, you look out windows, and it's just beautiful.
I'll bet it is.
You can't look down, you're just seeing out.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Miss Donita.
I sure will.
So I just left the Jefferson Davis Monument. That was a really cool plate. I would advise anybody to go see it. It's really a exceptional part of history, and of course the events that surrounded that person who that monument was made for. Hey, if you don't mind, hit like, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day.